We get a lot of client referrals, okay? And we get obviously brothers and sisters and whatnot. And it's because when our clients become, they're now advocates, they're saying to their brother or their sister, he didn't ask me what I thought he was going to ask me. He asked me questions that probably no one's ever asked me before in my life. And we documented that, we put them down, we've got a plan and we're executing on that, and we're accountable for that. And I've also now got the peace of mind that even if I'm not around, that's still going to happen. You know, I think when we first started out in business, it was like, do you know anyone? Do you know anyone? Do you know anyone? Now it's not. It's like, you know, John, can you help X, Y, and Z, you know? And I hope for all of my advisors, because I know that they're really good, and, you know, accountants and lawyers as professionals, I think it's just understanding the client's needs much, much better, going in a deeper conversation. And for advisors, estate planning is just, I think, that next step.
So would I be right in saying, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but compared to sort of the more traditional way that you would approach estate planning, you know, adding it on at the end of the process, passing comment or a sentence in the statement of advice, to how you're doing it now, were you leaving money on the table back then?
A lot. Well, think about the process. So if you think about it, when I'm sitting with a client, even if it's writing it down or visually or whatever, I'm mapping out the family tree first. So I'm like, okay, before I get to, like, I want to get to know you, which is what we do really well, fact finds, I'll get that. Like, usually, actually, I get all their financial information for, like, before they even see me these days. Yeah. And so in the first session, it's just like, all right, let me just get this for a second. All right, we've got Jeff, we've got Mary, we've got like, I'm in my mind, as soon as I see them, I'm estate planning. And I'm like, 16-year-old, not in a relationship, or 2 kids, you know, relationship, I'll go to the point where I'm like, listen, I don't mean to be forthcoming, but like, how's the relationship here? And the answer you'll hear is not necessarily what you think you're going to hear, but you need to know it, yeah? Oh, actually, you know, Mark and Belinda aren't well at the moment, you know. You know, Rachel's doing okay, you know, we're pretty secure on that, but it is a bit of a concern to us, you know, we don't really, you know, just by asking a question in regards to just, and I always obviously come up front, I'm like, listen, I don't ask you anything just because I want to know. Yeah, I'm asking for a reason. And when I kind of map out all that, so I'm starting with kind of estate planning first, really, because I'm trying to understand the family mapping. Then we get into goals and aspirations. And it goes without saying, do you want these goals and aspirations to continue beyond you?